And out of corner number 4, green flag, we go racing.
Field dives into turn 1 and 2 as they go 2 by 2 behind. This is coming back, pile up there in turn number 1, bringing out our first caution. Coming at you on the K1 Race Gear replay.
It is Beeson. It is Thorson. We're underway. Beeson down low, Thorson up high. Beeson got the drop on the second time and opens her up down the back straightaway. Thorson bringing it down to the bottom. Yellow lights on again.
K1 Race Gear replay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A lot going on, including Steven Snyder Jr. having an off-road excursion.
See if the Tulsa Shootout will come to life. 55 for Donnie Ray. Up and running into the first turn.
Thorson this time outside of the front row will just go down and settle in behind Jonathan Beeson. Emerson Axum up to third. Frank Flood, Lone Ranger around the long way around. May lose a spot to Pursley. He will. Here comes Jeffrey Newell.
Steven Snyder Jr. up in the 11th spot already. He's looking for more, trying to find a way around Chris Carroll. He does have Kyle Spence, fellow PA native, in his way.
Carroll and Spence make a little contact. And entrance to 3 and around goes Carroll in front of the field, bringing out a caution, and luckily everybody able to scatter to the high side to avoid. Pucker up if you run the top, that's for sure. Beeson, though's been on the bottom, leading them back to green 12 laps in to this 55 lapper, and you see Tanner Thorson there negotiating some of that character that we were just talking about. Axum to the bottom, battle for second here off the corner.
Emerson Axum side by side with Tanner Thorson. Wheel to wheel coming through the turn and give the spot to Emerson Axum out of turn number 2. But he's got a big run on Newell, and now starting to make some distance here on the low side on Axum. Thorson getting it wound up around the top.
30 to go that time around as Thorson continues to try to find the momentum. That time off of turn number 2, outside in through the middle. Here comes Tanner Thorson now with the slide on Axum. Axum had to get out of the gas as Thorson stumbled.
And it's Newell back to the bottom, looking to take second in the exchange. Jeffrey Newell looking for the 2 spot, wheel to wheel down the back straightaway.
Oh, Thorson got tight on corner entry on the top of the cushion. Look at Dason Pursley and Emerson Axum get after it. Let's see what Dason Pursley starts to figure out here, following in Tanner Thorson's tire tracks here in the 1 and 2.
Guys, for the first time in this main event, Jonathan Beeson is not taking off from the field. Jeffrey Newell sniffing around at the back of him out in front. As Thorson trying to get clear of Axum and bringing Pursley with him, but Newell staying in striking distance of Beeson, at least for the first couple of laps after the caution. 25 to go.
Tanner Thorson starting to pull away as Axum gets squirrely off the top.
Big bomb by Pursley on Axum there to get him up above the cushion.
Jonathan Beeson, Jeffrey Newell, Chris Andrews, Pursley and Snyder. Snyder going into the middle, not there, and underneath him picking up some spots. That might be Kyle Spence.
There goes Pursley.
Snyder's big bomb opened the door for Kyle Spence, and Kyle Spence shoved his foot right through that door.
Pursley now going to eat that right rear up over the cushion, get a launch off of turn number 2, but you're right, Kyle Spence is now in the picture on the bottom side of the racetrack. Chris Andrews just ahead. Here comes Pursley again. Can he keep trying to figure out the top side of this racetrack? I think he's starting to figure out Clinton Boyles. That time he used it. There he goes, up and down the ramp, and here comes Dason Pursley looking for third.
Can he build up enough momentum to get around Andrews in the 3rd spot? Bounces off of it 1 and 2. Up, into it, right rear, does not elevate that time, and doesn't have the straightaway speed to get Andrews on the slingshot.
Steven Snyder is starting to try to go up above the cushion and turn down big time also. These guys are searching for anything they can.
And Dason just nailed 1 and 2.
Yeah,
rolled
really
hard off of it to get around Spence. This time throws the back end up and down and around Spence.
That's Jet Yance is closing in behind him. He's also really fast up there.
And if this stays green, Jonathan Beeson can see the back end of the field. Braxton Flatt is only about 6 car lengths ahead. Oh, Pursley through the holes in 3 and 4. It's now 3 wide with Yanis through the middle.
Snyder got by, a couple others got by. Axum getting back into us. This is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th range, though.
This would be huge for that organization. Showcasing here on the big stage, Beeson, who didn't even run the Tulsa Shootout last year. He was with us in the booth for most of it, now enjoying a healthy lead as they'll come back around and they'll see 2 laps to go.
Virtually the debut for Link Chassis. Tim Lynch, built out of North Vernon, Indiana, brings him to the shootout. Jonathan Beeson is well on his way to a Golden Driller.
One more lap, and it can be Beeson's season once again. Flawless here tonight. He took off from the very beginning. He has led the entire way, and now he is a Tulsa Shootout champion again. All hail Beeson season at the shootout.
Flexed on him. Jonathan Beeson gets it done and will win his 3rd Tulsa Shootout in the first since 2016. And how about it for Factory 14?